Hello. So today we are talking about the fourth letter in the Myers-Briggs personality index, whether you're a perceiving or a judging. And I think that those terms are very misleading because perceiving people are not any more perceptive and judging people are not any more judgmental. The perceiving person likes to keep their options open. They are spontaneous. They like to gather information as they're going and then make the decision, or just make little decisions along the way. Judging people like to have things clearly defined and planned out in advance. If when you go on vacation, you have a schedule for each day, you're probably a judger. Now, the way this relates to the photography business, P's, perceivers, probably are great at changing things up on the fly. If you get to your shoot and you discover you were going to shoot on Main Street and there's a parade, happened to me, you can go with it, right? You can do something different, or you can put them in the background. You can work around it and not have it upset you. If you get to the lake and the lake's flooded, happened to me. So those kinds of things you're going to handle very well, and you are probably pretty popular with the kinds of clients who have really reached out to somebody who thinks outside the box and is very creative and tries new things and is willing to listen to them and not do the same thing again and again. The problem with P's is that you may be a little bit of a procrastinator. Yep, you may. I know. Okay, now J's. Oh, J's, I'm so jealous. J's, judging types, have things planned out in advance. You are probably booked up for the spring right now. You probably have your calendar full. You probably have your planner all worked out for the coming year. But 2020 was probably a challenge for you, right? Am I right? Okay. And you probably have this is when I do marketing, this is when I do my shoots on these exact days, even if it's raining. So you're great at planning in advance, and you make a plan and you stick to the plan. Your motto is plan the work and work the plan. The problem with the judging type is you might possibly be a little rigid. Yeah, you might. It's possible. I mean, just think about it. All right, so the ways that each area can improve, change, make their lives a little bit easier, achieve their goals, is for P's, you need to break your chores down into bite-sized pieces. And when I say chores, I mean like taxes. Oh, I hate taxes. So what I might do is I might say, okay, today I am just going to figure out what I grossed last year and what I spent on products. I'm going to get all that together, that information together. And then once I've waded into the ocean of that information, I'm there. Oh, I may as well figure out how much I spent on, how many miles I went and what I spent on education and marketing and travel and all that kind of stuff, right? So I find that as for a P, if I just give myself a little bitty task to do, once I started, I might not mind going on. But if I didn't fail. Right? If I just got what I said I would get done, I didn't fail. Okay, the second one is set a timer. So sometimes I will see how much I can get done in a certain amount of time. That's the only way the house ever got tidied when the kids were growing up. For me was I would just have to set a timer and just challenge myself. Well, that and my third one, which is to reward yourself, right? So tell yourself, after I do this, after I edit this group of pictures, or I do this ugly chore that I don't want to do around my business, I'm going to watch this show I've been wanting to watch on Netflix, or I'm going to have ice cream, or I'm going to go see my friends or something. Okay, so those are the things, those three things are what you can do if you're a P and you would like to get closer to that J side, which is what I'm working on. I'm really working, and if you're in that center area, you're golden. You're golden, don't worry too much about it. But if you're on the extremes, when you take the test, it will give you like your 85% extrovert or your 55% perceiving, something like that. Okay, so if you're a J, some things you can do would be to, before a shoot, go through and look for some really outrageously editorial, edgy pictures on Pinterest, and take pictures of them on the back of your camera so that you can reference them. And at some point that you haven't decided ahead of time, look at those and decide on one of those poses or one of those lighting tricks that you're going to use. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, who cares? Delete it. It didn't cost you anything extra, and that person's not going to remember every single picture you took, and they weren't behind your camera anyway. The second thing Jays can do is to research a new editing video, right? YouTube's full of them. Or purchase a new editing video. Like, for instance, maybe the way they edit a lot of children's videos. You might want to look at that. Or you might want to look at kind of a sports aspect of editing. It just gets the creative juices flowing. And the third area would be to find a friend in the photography business, not in your city, and just kind of get with them and brainstorm. And if they're open to it, because P's don't like to be told what to do, but if they're open to it, you can have an accountability partner with them, okay? So that was proceeding and judging, which is really just whether you like to have things planned out in advance and settled and decided, or if you like to kind of fly by the seat of your pants, then, that's where the P and the J is. Awesome, okay, next time.